Welcome, everyone, to St. Mark United Methodist Church. So glad that you could join us for our Lenten Devotional Series Reset. Hope you enjoy.
Hello, I'm glad you're here today, and I hope that all of you are now, as we've moved into Lent, are enjoying the scripture readings, and maybe you're actually following along and reading every day to keep up. In today's gospel reading for today, it came from the Gospel of John, the 5th chapter. It's a story of a paralyzed man who had been lying beside a pool for 38 years, the pool at Bethsaida. And actually, I wanted to share with you that pool was roughly 360 feet long, 130 feet wide, and 75 feet deep. It was had 5 different porch areas, and what would happen, the spring would kind of bubble up every once in a while. When the water would bubble up, the people believed that an angel had come down and sort of touched their wings to the water, and the first person to get in that water would be healed. Well, this man had been there all of this time in hope of being healed, and the day Jesus came to the portico there, he asked him this question, which I thought sounded harsh. Do you want to be made well? You know, at first, I guess I thought that was a harsh question because it actually struck me as, how do you ask somebody who's been for 38 years lying beside this pool every day, hoping and praying that he would be able to get into that water and get there before anyone else? But the more I thought about it, the question kind of began to make sense to me, because Jesus is saying, and Barclay said this, his real question is this, is do you really want to be changed? Basically, he's asking them, are you content with where you are? Or do you want to be different? And when I read that, that really struck me how that same question comes to all of us, especially during this season of Lent. Do you really want to see Easter make a difference in your life? Do you really want the practice of Lent to make a difference in who you are? Do you want Lent, whether it's scripture, whether it's what you've given up for Lent, whether what's going on in your life, maybe you're sacrificing something, do you really want that to be a change? And it struck me that we are a lot like that man lying beside the pool, because when Jesus asked him, do you want to be well? He didn't say, yes, I want to be well. He said, well, sir, but always when the water's bubbling, there's someone that gets there before me, or there's no one here to help me. He kind of, Michael Card says, this man clings to his disability like a lifesaver because it saves him from life itself. And see, I wonder if we do the same thing. I wonder if we allow our disability, and it may not be a physical disability, it may be our busyness, it may be our lack of time, it may be our job, our children, our activities, it may be a hobby, maybe our parents, it may be just that comfortable place we're in that we kind of see as our lifesaver, that keeps us living life as it is right in this moment. But Jesus is coming to us at our pool, wherever that may be, and he's asking us, do you want to change? Do you want your life to be the life that God intended for you to live? See, that's the wonderful thing here. And what struck me as I wrestled back and forth with these questions is God in Jesus has stepped into our lives, and he has offered us, just like he offers this man, the power to be made well, the power to change, the power to live life not the way it is, but life the way he intended for life to be lived. As a matter of fact, Paul writes these words in Ephesians 1. He says, how tremendous is the power available to us who believe in God. Maybe the real question for us here is not, do you want to be made well? Maybe the real question is, do you want to step out during this Lenten season and put your life in the hands of Jesus? Do you want to allow Jesus to shape you, to make you, to direct your path, and to lead you in the way that He would have you go? Do you really want to allow Jesus to transform you so that you can be well, or so that you can be whole, so that you can live the abundant life that He has in store for us? See, I know that we all have excuses. I have them as well. We all come up with our excuses, those things that keep us from surrendering. But I think Jesus is confronting us all in the Gospel of John, that 5th chapter, with that little question. Do you want to be made well? Do you want to be whole? Do you want to live the life that God intended, that God created you, that God made you for? Well, if you do, Jesus is standing there. He is the power that can change us if we'll just let go and let Him lift us up and carry us forward. And if we, like this man, will take up our mat and walk with Him towards the life that He intended. Thank you for visiting today, and see you again next week.
Thanks again for joining us for Reset. Please click the subscribe button below and take a look in the comment section where you'll find a link to our website. There you will find contact information for each of our pastors, as well as our 40-day scripture reading schedule. Thanks again. See you next time.